Listen to streaming radio, obviously, or watch a video of a monkey washing a cat. Let your freak flag fly. Or you can book a room at a great price at Motel6.com. Isn't the internet wonderful? Everything you want right at your fingertips, and whoa, did not need to see that. I'm Tom Bodette for Motel 6, and we'll leave the light on for you.
Unexpected reactions to smart financial decisions brought to you by feedthepig.org.
Well, I finally did it. My student loan is totally paid off.
I can't believe it.
I can't believe it either. I paid more than the minimum each month, and soon enough, it was gone.
So you're just giving up?
Giving up on what?
The life of luxury. Egyptian cotton, caviar Thursdays, designer everything.
What are you talking about?
Our plan. What happened to winning the lottery and mastering the art of the perfect mimosa? Hosting galas, wearing enough jewelry to require a bodyguard, vacationing in the French Riviera, and then buying it.
I just thought maybe it was time to prepare for my future. You know, set some financial goals, make some smart investments, open a 401k.
Financial goals? Investments? A 401k? You are horrifying right now. Listen, if winning the lottery were easy, everyone would do it.
When it comes to financial stability, don't get left behind. Get tools and tips for saving at feedthepig.org. This message brought to you by the American Institute of CPAs and the Ad Council.
Northern Tool and Equipment.
So me and the boys head out to tailgate today and find some other fans in our spot.
Well, it happens.
Cheering for the wrong team.
Oh, this is war.
Even worse, they've got this couch set up and everything.
A couch?
Yeah, it's sectional.
All right, first thing, don't ever use the word sectional again.
Done.
Second, I want you to grab a 4,700-pound tow chain with J-hook and grab hammer. Throw that on the back of your truck.
Got it.
Now you're going to Hail Mary the J-hook over the end of that couch. Time to find a better spot for your new friends.
That should do it.
There's no problem a little horsepower can't solve. Northern Tool and Equipment.
Taking a family of 5 to the amusement park can cost a small fortune.
Oh, yeah. So to save some money, we thought, hey, let's bring the amusement park to us.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
All right. Step right up, young man. Are you ready to ride the wacky waterfall?
That's just the bathtub with the shower head running.
Nope, it's the wacky waterfall.
It's the shower, Dad.
Waterfall.
Wacky.
There's an easier way to save. To get a free rate quote, go to geico.com. Then buy online, over the phone, or at your local Geico office.
Green light. Hey, girl. School zone. I'm getting hungry. Car changing lanes. You want to meet me for pizza? Stop sign. Intersection clear. Yeah, street. Pizza sounds good. Ballin Street? Girlin Street!
It's hard to concentrate on two things at once, like texting and driving. Stop the text, stop the wrecks. How will you stop texting and driving? Tell us at stoptextstopwrecks.org. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
Welcome back to After Hours AM. I'm your host, Joel Sturgis. I'm trying to reconnect with Eric Olson. Hey, Eric, you there? Nope, still not there yet. But in the meantime, we have our guest tonight, which is Heidi Hollis. I do not have the nicely prepared statement that Eric does, but I will work on getting him in the meantime here so he can give his rundown and rendition, the proper introduction of Heidi. And of course, she's got a new book out there, which is it's actually now it's a re-release of an older book, right, Heidi?
Well, not much older, a few months ago.
Yeah, so it's well, okay. It's not older. We're not talking like a grandpa book here, but
no. No. So yeah, no, it was a book that I put out in short order a few months ago, and everybody's like, God, I really like that. Can you expand upon it? And I'm like, well, sure. And then I put it into print because I only had it as an ebook. And but then also not too long ago, I released a couple of books. One that's brand spanking new, and then I put the sister book to it that had been published before, and I re-released that one along with it. So yeah, I've been busy.
Well, Eric,
I'm back.
You are back. Yeah, this is the second night in a row, by the way, that we've had tech issues that were not my fault. By the way, I just want to point that out.
Yeah, my computer just completely froze. Apparently we're having a, get this, for the what are we, what's our date? The 20th?
20th, yes. Yep.
Rainstorm.
Ooh.
Wow.
We're having a rainstorm as we speak.
That's
and
ironic.
It is messing with our with the signal. Plus, I just ran downstairs while I was rebooting the computer. Every frickin' TV in the house is being used streaming purposes.
Well, that's what they do. You know.
Right, but that is pulling bandwidth.
Well, sure it is. Tell them, turn the dang TVs off. You're killing us. You're killing the show. Okay. Well, Eric, Heidi's on the line with us, so I'll step aside and let you do your intro, sir.
I will do that as soon as the computer fully comes up.
Really? Killing.
It's up.
Killing.
It's up. The computer's up. I just need to get the page to go up. There we go. All right. We are here. We're back. Woo! Yay. Thank you for your indulgence. All right. We have a visit from our good friend who wears many hats, that Heidi Hollis. So let's talk about the first hat. Heidi Hollis, author. No other author can say they've named and defined two paranormal realities like Heidi Hollis. Hollis is a truth seeker of the unknown. She considers herself as someone who has been there, seen that, experienced that, freaked out, found some answers, wrote about it, got over it, now helps others do the same to understand this strange world of ours, unquote. She's the world's foremost expert on shadow people and the Hat Man phenomena, and actually gave them both their names and defined them in her best-selling books, The Secret War, a true story about a real alien war and shadow people, and The Hat Man, the true story of evil encounters. She has collected thousands of reports of these beings from around the globe, along with various other mysteries experiencers trust to share with her, seeking direct advice. Her two newest books address the challenge of those who face something evil and are in need of building up their personal defenses on keeping these things away. One book is for teens and up, the other is for kids. For adults, teens and adults, it's called The Other F Word, How to Find Faith and Laugh at Yourself While Trying. And for kids, The Fickle Finders, Investigate the Other F Word. Similar themes for different audiences. A third new book, because, you know, she's got three arms, The Hat Man, a guide in comics on how to get rid of dark beings for all ages. Her other acclaimed books and wide range of knowledge on mysteries expand into cryptozoology, ghosts, poltergeists, ancient mysteries, spiritual warfare, angelic encounters, psychic phenomena, possession, demons, miracles, healings, holy visions, prophecies, and guess what? More. All righty then. And she has not one, but she has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and I know there's at least 2 more. She's written at least 8 books. We have 6 of them listed, and you can get right to them on Amazon from the tonight's article, the show article on America's Most Haunted.com. Click on through, check out her amazing books. What else does Heidi do? She's a comic writer and artist as far back as she can recall. Heidi Hollis only wanted to be a comic strip artist. Not an animator, not an illustrator, not an author, not a purple-loving addict, not a therapist, but a comic strip artist in bold, 3 exclamation points. Even when she wasn't provided with paper to draw on, she found drawing on the walls of her shared bedroom had to suffice. Upon getting yelled at, she found it... if she drew closer to the floor, it made it look like her baby sister did the drawing.
God, that's so mean.
Was that in there?
That is so mean.
An evil genius. However, after getting her sister into trouble a few times, it was soon realized the baby couldn't draw. As well as Heidi was indeed the culprit. And we have a look right there embedded in the article. We have an Outlanders comic. And, of course, you can click on through to the OutlandersComic.com page. And, of course, her personal page is Heidi Hollis. It's just HeidiHollis.com, right?
Yes, it is.
Yes, HeidiHollis.com. Right, last, but certainly not least, we have the Audible Heidi. Hollis is also a lively radio talk show host of Heidi Hollis, The Outlander Show, on the LNM radio network, and, of course, right here After Hours AM, America's Most Haunted Radio, in all of our many guises and outlets. She is a lecturer, cartoonist, and we have already talked about that. But she's also a practicing occupational therapist with specialties in psychology, physical disabilities, and pediatrics. She has spoken across the country at Comic Cons, science fiction cons, paranormal cons, cons out the butt, and UFO conferences. She is a regular guest on Coast to Coast AM with millions, maybe billions of listeners, and has also been featured on a variety of notable radio and television programs worldwide. Welcome to the program, Heidi Hall.
Holy smokes. That
Wow.
was too much I sent to you.
Yeah. I was going to say, I was going to ask you, tell us a little bit about yourself. But
Oh, God. I was like,
Stuff up.
I forgot. He reads really well and really fast. And I'm like, oh, I figured he'd cut it down. Nope.
no, word for word. That's the talent.
Added to it.
That is talent.
That is the talent. Okay, so you got, of course, Heidi. Tell us a little bit though. How did
Deep
you?
breath, Eric.
How did you get into this paranormal madness?
I was born into it. A haunted house. I think I've talked about that on the show with you guys. Yeah. I mean, my God, growing up in a haunted house is nothing cool. It's nothing exciting. It is horrifying, terrifying, and that was my childhood. So me and my siblings really dealt with a lot of BS. And
give us some examples, because you know, lots of times on the show when you're on and we're talking to other guests or just amongst ourselves, you know, you tell that part of it. But why don't you give us some? This is your hour, Heidi. Tell us some of the experiences from your childhood.
Oh boy, you know, I think I once shared about the organ that played by itself. That was the very first thing that happened in that house. And you guys, I think I mentioned that about this crazy organ playing, but. Probably one of the more horrifying experiences that I personally had was it was experienced alone, unfortunately, and so my stepmom and my dad, we had dealt with this haunting going on for some time, and it was horrifying, absolutely all of us. And my parents, they had enough, and they're like. You know, they were looking at homes they wanted to move into, you know, get out of this haunted house, and they decided, you know what, we just want a fresh start, and we're building a brand new house.
Well, there you go.
Where no one else had ever lived, so we wouldn't have to deal with anything. And so everybody, it's so weird. We still went to school near our old house, though, so. We would go to the old house, me and my siblings, and then wait for my parents to come pick us up and take us over to the new house. And we're like, you know, painting and getting everything ready to be moved into. So anyways, my my older sister, she'd come home, and we're too scared, all of us too scared to go in the house by ourselves. So we would wait on the porch, and she would wait on the porch till I got home, and then we'd go into the house together. So this one night I come home, and she's not on the porch, and I'm like, wow, she must have had to use the bathroom or something, you know, or got hungry, I don't know. And I'm coming in, and my gosh, I must have been 10 or something, and I'm like, you know, calling her name, and I'm opening up the door, and I'm like, well, she's brave to come in here by herself. And I hear her in the kitchen, and I'm calling her name, I'm taking off my backpack, and I'm like, hey, you know what, I'm here, you know, where are you? And I'm walking into the kitchen, and oh my goodness, I walk into the kitchen, and I hear what was like silverware moving, clanging together, and I'm like, oh, she's getting something to eat, obviously.
Yeah,
and
hungry
I go in
lady.
there.
Yeah.
Yep, I go in there, and it was just the drawer where the silverware and stuff was at was rattling, just vibrating, and I froze. I remember I froze looking at it. I'm like, oh no, and it starts pulling open, and I just knew to run like heck. And I spun around, and right behind me is the bathroom where we would often take refuge because it has a lock on it, you know?
Yeah.
I turn around, and I go to get in the bathroom to lock the door, and it was locked. And I'm thinking, oh my God, she must be in there. She's not going to open up this door. My sister, and right in front of me to the other side is the stairs. And so I decided to run to the second floor bathroom, and I ran as fast as I could, got to the bathroom, closed the door, slammed it, locked it, and I mean, just the crashing of silverware hitting the bathroom door was just just horrifying. I can't even. I get chills. It's like I can't even describe that kind of horror.
Yeah.
And it was pretty bad. And I mean, I was locked up there for the longest time, waiting for anybody to come. I mean, and I was just sitting there crying my eyes out, and I heard like my dad's voice all of a sudden, and